Hey world, Jessica Kirsh here. Buckle up because it's period week and I am feeling hot over a few different things. This is going to be a Kirsh Rant. I don't know what I'm going to call it. I'm speaking so sternly that my guitar is like echoing my sound. Okay. I'm going to do a little quick tutorial for anybody that doesn't know how stories work. Facebook stories, Instagram stories. If you use Snapchat, it's the same thing. There's a 24-hour period. If somebody posts on a story, right? It's like an image. People can view that image and they can tap next or they can tap exit or whatever, right? It doesn't matter. But did you know that there's a feature that if somebody posts an image and you like that image or you think it's cool or you want to offer words of encouragement or say, hey, I see that you're working really hard there, going to the gym every day, or I see that you're working really hard there, building that business. I see that you're working really hard on that garden in your backyard. I see that you are really creative and you're making really cool things. I see that you're a really good DIYer, like my friend CG. She refurbishes furniture and she's so talented. She's talented at everything. Anyways, I post in the stories, and for example, not so much on Twitter. Okay. Twitter doesn't get as much traffic, but on Instagram, I'll have roughly 200 people view a story photo, right? Which is great. That's all good and fine. And that's good. That's great. Whatever. I'm trying to use the feature to whatever advantage. I don't know what it is, but I regularly hit those emoji buttons on people's stories. I regularly send little words of encouragement, even if it's like, girl, you're fire, or like, keep doing what you're doing, or whatever. Because you know why? I like to build other people up. I don't take my time and energy to spend it thinking about other people and comparing myself to them. Okay? I like to build people up because if we build each other up, we will be stronger together, right? Rather than tear each other down, okay? So that's a rant, okay? So I'm here, whatever, it's fine. This is one of the biggest, I think, not downfalls of social media, but the thing that is so misleading about social media. Everybody posts their images or whatever, even if they're not their perfect images, like no filter, blah blah. I'm in Bali on a beach, and YOLO, beach hair, don't care. That's awesome, and I think that's great. Okay, but what about the people that are doing like everyday things? People who are vacuuming up cat hair. That's not really in reference to me. People who have kids. People who have multiple kids. People who have a full-time job and they have kids and they have a husband or a wife and they're just putting one foot in front of the other and just getting up every day and doing what they need to do. What about people who are barely making bills? Like, think about it, okay? As we're scrolling on our feed, can you tell I'm hot? I don't understand. It doesn't take, like, they even have pre-populated messages, which drives me insane when I receive those, okay? Like the happy birthday, or on LinkedIn, it's like, congrats on your work anniversary. I work at like 30 different stock agencies, and I work for myself and YouTube and Twitch. And so I get that automated congrats on your work anniversary like 14 times a year. It's great. You don't have to send them to me though. Thank you. People I feel have gotten so, is it content or lazy? Is it have to do with social media? Is it the abundance of information that's constantly at our fingertips and faces, and we just are zombies and we're just scrolling through feeds? I mean, people will double tap a like button, but they won't even like tap an emoji to send a little fire or something that sends over the stories, okay? So A call to action. People of the world. You know, there are days that I have low days, you know, just like everybody. I suffer from depression and anxiety. And it's treated, but I still have low days. And there are some times where I will receive just one, I don't know, it could be like a forward statement from somebody that's like, hey, I see you, or you're doing good, or thanks for doing that, or great live stream, or thanks for the smile, or whatever. Okay. Those are so meaningful to me. Okay. They mean a lot to me. There are times that, I mean, it could turn my day around completely. Like, oh my gosh, that person noticed. Like, I didn't even know that person knew who I was. Like, you wouldn't even believe like how much people notice you and what you're doing, and they're paying attention, but they're not commenting, and they're not providing any sort of feedback. So they're just not vicariously, they're just watching you. Like, we're just watching each other. We're watching all of our lives. But if you're not commenting, if you're not engaging with other people about their lives, what you're seeing, you know, making comments, hey, I see you, or like, that's cool, I saw that you did that, or whatever, you know. I'm coming from a mental health standpoint here, and it's very frustrating on YouTube, for example, where I just did a live stream. Okay, it wasn't one of my best, whatever. I just checked like a little bit ago. It has over 700 views. 2 hours ago I posted it. Great. That's great. 2% of the people that watched it are subscribers. 2%. 2%. So, and there are 36 thumbs ups. That's great. Thumbs up. What is the gosh darn deal with taking your freaking pointer finger and clicking your mouse or touching your device and just tapping subscribe? Oh my God, it doesn't come from your bank account. It doesn't affect your what. If you are annoyed with me, you can unsubscribe, but you can also turn off notifications. I don't think people understand how crucial it is when you're trying to build a village. It takes a village to build a village. Trying to build a community that each and every person part of the community, you know, it's a community because we engage with one another. It's not just me and then people. Okay. That's not the goal. The goal is to have a community of people. I speak, there's, you know, then they speak. We have conversations, and then they speak in the chat, and then we have discussions, and then we have a Discord server. Like, it's a conversation. It's not just them getting on and watching me. Okay, as much as people do that. Okay, back to social media. As I'm scrolling through over 200 people that have viewed, and it was probably just mindless. Did they just click, 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 click as they're going through all their friends? You know, you don't necessarily have to do it for me, but do it for other people, okay? It is tough. It's tough already. We're in a weird place. The world is in a weird place. You can tell I'm really frustrated about this. Like, people just talk to one another, you know? What's the worst that happens? You send a fire emoji and you hear nothing back. That's fine. You know what? You won't even remember that you sent it, okay? You send a, hey, good for you. I see you lost 15 pounds. Good for you. I saw that your daughter just had a great ballet recital. That's awesome. I love that dress that you're wearing. Good for you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really speaking to men here, because men, I feel like, most men, or not most men, I can't speak for them, but men who are confident in themselves are able to compliment others. But I feel the same about women. Women who are confident in themselves are confident in complimenting other people because they know how they feel about themselves is not affected by other people and how they feel about other people or how those people feel about them. Okay? And I'm not preaching from like I'm a super confident person, like la la, I'm perfect. It's just confidence comes from a place where you shower people with honest, positive thoughts that you have of them. There are people that are in your life or you've crossed paths with or, are Facebook friends with, you've maybe never spoken to ever, but you see their pictures come through. You see their videos. You see their tweets. You see their whatevers, okay? They may not even know that you exist, but you may be looking at their stuff. It could change someone's world if you sent them a message, commented on their photo one time. I encourage you once. Okay, here's my call to action as I wrap up this Kirsh rant. Every single day, when you go on social media, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, whatever everybody else, TikTok, YouTube, whatever other people are using, whatever you're using, one person or one message, send one random message, not a random act of kindness, a random honest thought, positive, okay? Positive, honest thought you have about somebody that you haven't talked to in 5 years, haven't talked to in a year, haven't talked to ever. And do that one time a day. One time a day, every day. Try it for 30 days. Try it. Think about if everybody did that. Every single person that hears this video. What if every single person sent one random message per day, not even on each platform, per day to a random person that they don't ever communicate with? Think about like the positive vibes that we could send in the uplifting societal correction that we need right now. We need to be there together, band together, support one another, lift up those who aren't able to lift themselves at this time. Because I guarantee you, there is some point in your life where you will need assistance, and someone will have to, a group of people will, you won't be able to do it all on your own. And you will, regardless of whether you want to or not, you're going to need assistance and support and help and, encouragement from others. So this is Jessica Kirsh. I'm Jessica Kirsh, and I am slightly enraged. And I don't ever get this mad or frustrated. I just have had an abundance of comments left on videos and stuff that just is completely unnecessary. And I know I'm not supposed to take them to heart, but I can only read so much. Plus, it's my period. I'm tired. And I'm just super frustrated with the fact that people aren't speaking to one another anymore. So that's all I'm going to say. That was a big rant, but thanks for listening.